Hello everyone. In previous lecture we discussed the reactions of phenol, in which we discuss the nitration reaction. For nitration we use dilute nitric acid. At that time we get the orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. That means there is formation of the mixture of the product. And when we use the concentrated HNO3 we get the picric acid. That means there is formation of 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. After that we discuss the halogenation reaction. For halogenation reaction, phenol when treated with Br2 in presence of water we get the polyhalogenated derivatives, and the name of this product is 2,4,6 tribromophenol. And when this phenol is treated with the Br2 in presence of carbon disulfide we get the major and minor product. That means the ortho and the para product. Out of this ortho and para, the para product is major. And next we discuss the sulfonation. In sulfonation of phenols occurs readily giving the mixture of the ortho and the para isomer. The ortho isomer predominates at low temperature. That means formation of ortho product at low temperature, while formation of the para isomer at high temperature. And we can easily convert ortho to para by just heating, by strong heating. Up to this we cover in previous lecture. Nitration, halogenation and sulfonation, up to this we cover in previous lecture. Today we will start the remaining part, that is Riemann-Timan reaction and Gattermann-Koch reaction. These two reactions discussed in today's lecture. Then Hobenhosch condensation, and last one is Schotten-Bowman reaction. Okay, first Riemann-Timan reaction. Friends, the Riemann-Timan reaction, it is a formulation reaction. Here the treatment of phenol with the chloroform, that means the treatment of phenol with the chloroform and aqueous hydroxide introduce the aldehyde group on the aromatic ortho to the hydroxyl group. That means Riemann-Timan reaction, it is a formulation reaction. There is introduce the aldehyde group adjacent to the OH. Generally ortho to the hydroxyl group. This reaction is known as the Riemann-Timan reaction. What is the statement of the Riemann-Timan reaction? When phenol is treated with chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide is heated, and we get a mixture of the product, that means ortho and para isomer. Such a reaction is called as Riemann-Timan reaction. Now in this reaction the electrophilic reagent is dichlorocarbene. That means there is formation of the dichlorocarbene. What is meant by the carbene? The definition of the carbene, the divalent carbon containing lone pair is called as carbene, and this carbene is generated from the chloroform. That means it is generated from chloroform by the action of the base. Although it is electrically neutral, and dichlorocarbenes contains a carbon atom with the sextet of electrons and hence is strongly electrophilic in nature. If you see the reaction here, this is the structure of phenol. CHCl3, that means the chloroform plus NaOH is heated at 60 degrees Celsius, and we get the two product. That means first one is the ortho and second one is the para. Out of this ortho and para, here ortho is major. That means we have to remember that when you perform the Riemann-Timan reaction, the reagents are CHCl3 and NaOH. Just introduce the aldehyde group on the aromatic ring and with respect to this hydroxyl group. And if the phenol containing two substrates, that means one is OH and OCH3, at that time we get the para product is preferentially. This is about the Riemann-Timan reaction. Now then we discuss detailed mechanism of the Riemann-Timan reaction. Here the starting compound is phenol. Phenol treated with CHCl3, that means chloroform. The NaOH H2O heated and we get the salicylaldehyde. That means the adjacent to this OH we get the aldehyde. It means formulation reaction, we get the salicylaldehyde. The first step is here chloroform plus OH. This OH minus, it will abstract this proton and we get the CCl3 plus H2O. Now then CCl3 minus, here the dissociation of the one of the chlorine and we get the carbene, that means divalent carbon containing lone pair of electron, and this act as the electrophile in Riemann-Timan reaction. Now this is the phenol, here OH minus, this will abstract this OH. OH is a more acidic proton. OH is a more acidic proton. Therefore, this NaOH, it abstract this proton and there is formation of the phenoxide ion. Now then this phenoxide ion is a delocalized or it having a resonating structure is shown here. In next step, there is addition of this electrophile CCl2, addition of the dichlorocarbene. The dichlorocarbene is add. After adding, this keto is converted into the enol. That means here minus H plus. Okay. And then in the next step, there is hydrolysis. Simply hydrolysis, we get the aldehyde or OH. It will be attacked on this CHCl2. Now then departure of the one of the chlorine and OH, it will, there is removal of this water molecule and we get the aldehyde. That means the in Riemann-Timan reaction, the starting compound is phenol, and when we perform the reaction adjacent to OH, adjacent to this hydroxyl group, we get the aldehyde. It's a very simple. That means the phenol on treatment with chloroform and NaOH in presence of H2O, we get the salicylaldehyde. That means phenol containing aldehyde. Okay, that means this phenol containing aldehyde. This aldehyde group will be the introduced. This is about the Riemann-Timan reaction. Now the next, Gattermann-Koch reaction. The Gattermann-Koch reaction, it is again a formulation reaction. Here phenols or phenolic ether undergo the formulation at para position on reaction with carbon monoxide. The simple reaction on treatment with the carbon monoxide in presence of gaseous hydrogen chloride in the presence of Lewis acid is a catalyst that like AlCl3, and if para position is blocked, then the reaction take place at the ortho position. Here the simple example I have taken here, benzene plus carbon monoxide plus HCl, then AlCl3 in presence of copper chloride, and we get the, it is introduced the aldehyde group. Suppose here OH group is present, that is phenol. Suppose here OH, and we perform the reaction CO, HCl and AlCl3. At that time, this aldehyde group at the para position. Aldehyde group is come to the para position. Okay. Now then the mechanism of the Gattermann-Koch reaction. The Gattermann-Koch reaction, the mechanism explained in following 3 steps. Number 1, formation of formyl chloride. Formation of the formyl chloride. In these steps, this is the structure of the carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide reacts with HCl and forms formyl chloride. There is formation of the formyl chloride. Here, this is the representation of the carbon monoxide, C triple bond O plus, here minus, and here this minus, it will abstract this proton. Okay, and we get this type of intermediate. And next step, here Cl minus, it will attack this on carbonyl and we get the formyl chloride. That means this is the first step in Gattermann-Koch reaction, formation of the formyl chloride. In second step, the formation of electrophile. In these steps, the formyl chloride is reacts with anhydrous aluminum chloride, that means AlCl3, and forms an electrophile. That means there is complex formed between this Cl and this AlCl3. That means removal of the AlCl4 minus and we get the formyl cation. There is formation of the electrophile is nothing but the formyl cation. And last step, formation of the benzaldehyde. How the benzaldehyde is formed? In this step, this electrophile, that means formyl cation, is reacts with the benzene and forms the benzaldehyde. Here, when this electrophile is added, we get the here carbocation. Our next step is AlCl4 minus, it will abstract this proton. It is also called as the minus H plus or the aromatization, and finally we get the benzaldehyde. And during the reaction, in these steps, the AlCl3 and HCl is removed and reaction can be written here, mentions here. Okay, now then simply that means it is a formulation reaction. Simply how to remember this one? It is a, first thing is that it is a formulation reaction. That means the starting compound is phenol in presence of CO, in presence of CO, HCl and catalyst AlCl3, we get there is introduced the aldehyde group, and preferentially there is formation of the para product, and if the para position is blocked, then reaction take place at the ortho position. And the aldehyde group is attached to the aromatic ring by Gaterman-Koch reaction. Okay, thank you.